Hey guys, and welcome to a tale of two brothers, two soul grinders, who gave their souls to protect each other and become horrifying demons. I'm a Rubber Duck of War, and today I'm going to be leading the mighty forces of Tzeentch up against Grand Cathay. Oh god, I don't know what's going on my camera there. In this amazing land battle. Should certainly be some good fun, so let's delve into it. We have two soul grinders on this left-hand side, brothers in arms and brothers in life and death, looking to bring some nice long-range prowess to the battlefield. They do massive burst damage with their long-range shots. Probably my favorite soul grinders in the game. They also look relatively duck-like. The main battle line is a mixture of Blue Horrors and Forsaken, just dotted all the way along. And on the right-hand side, we have a particular kind of a little overlap as well of some more Blue Horrors helping protect a unit of Flamers of Tzeentch, one of the most powerful and devastating units in the game. Up in the skies, unfortunately, I couldn't go crazy expensive, simply due to the fact that I brought double soul grinders. So we have a cheeky little Herald of Tzeentch. He thinks sanity is for the weak, and honestly, I agree with him on so many levels. Kind of blue and pink fire, of course, being the most competitive spells. And in the back, we have triple Chaos Furies looking to drag down crossbowmen. Unfortunately, there are actually no crossbowmen. My opponent instead gone for a far more aggressive build today. We have double Great Lawnmower Riders up in the skies on the right-hand side, escorting a Dragon-Blooded Lord of Yang magic. Dragon-Blooded Lords are like really popular nowadays. And initially, early on, we saw a lot of Miao Ying, but I don't see her that much anymore. Interesting to see how she's going to fare in the meta going forward. We do have Celestial Dragon Guard mixed in with the Peasantry, which I'm sure they're not very happy about, but they're backed up by the more elite Jade Warriors just behind them. We have, of course, a classy Skyjunk up in the skies. Initially a meme, but honestly, not a bad unit whatsoever, considering it's now got its buff to its ammunition. I think it can do quite nicely. We also have a Terracotta Sentinel helping lead the charge, and that was what I was hoping for. One or two Terracotta Sentinels. My soul grinders are designed, melded, born, and just completely trained to kill Terracotta Sentinels with their long-range Kobe's. They got some really cool animations where they get these like crystal magic out of thin air and then launch it towards the enemy in almost a scatter shot. They do have a nice bonus versus large. There you go, look at it. It looks so cool. It's like magical javelins. Looks like they're getting ready to launch, though the Terracotta Sentinel quickly skirted out of range, which is rather smart of him. Two of the Furies go after the Skyjunk. They're, of course, going to be Great Lawnmower Riders hunting them down, so they're quickly going to go into retreat. The other Furies are just chilling out a little bit more. Blue Horrors and Forsaken going to get to grips with the enemy front line, and it looks like, unfortunately, Blue Horrors is going to get caught in a rather nasty spell. Pink Fire comes down, doing some pretty devastating damage, in particular to the Peasant Long Spearman. Lovely animation comes down. There's explosions and fire everywhere. We bathe the Terracotta Sentinel in the holy fires of Tzeentch as we cackle and destroy. At least that is the plan. Soul Grinders are still kind of lurking in the trees. They're not really gone to the fight just yet. Blue Horrors attempting to stabilize the back. It looks like the Flamers are getting jumped now by the rather nasty Dragon-Blooded Lord. Though some blue fire is going to connect with him, do some okay damage. And we have Chaos Furies swooping down to surround him and allow the Flamers of Tzeentch to get to relative safety. Blue Horrors are well and truly in the mix as well. You can see, oh, the damage and the shots going down the line on the Celestial Dragon Guard combined with the Pink Fire is pretty naughty. Pink Fire doesn't have the most AP, though, unless you kind of overcast it and stuff. So that was really a lot of damage done by the Soul Grinders, who are now going to start getting entussled with some Peasant Long Spearmen, perhaps. Jumping in and sending them flying. They have such cool animations. And, yeah, looks like the Peasant Long Spearmen won't be long for this world. Forsaken have pushed through, driven away at the Jade Warriors. Looks like some of our Furies were able to escape and kite backwards, looking to buy their time and jump on top of the Skyjunk where possible. Got a few idle units on the left-hand side. Looks like some Celestial Dragon Guard from my opponents, and I've got a couple units who need to move in and engage. But it looks like there's a big, fat, juicy wall of fire going down the line. Run, Blue Horrors, flee! I guess all fire looks alike to them. This is just madness. Blue and red fire. Very reminiscent there of the Agni Kai from Avatar. So the Flamers doing some pretty decent damage, though. Pouring on thick to the Terracotta Sentinel, who's really not a big fan of this at all. He's taking massive damage. Blue fire going to be coming on him as well. And it looks like the Great Longmore's going to try and rectify this situation. Bomb diving down on to the Flamers, looking to finish them off for good. Those Furies are still surrounding the Dragon-Blooded Lord, looking to shut him down. Looks like both of us did eventually remember these units on the right-hand side. Celestial Dragon Guard cleaving through Blue Horrors, but Forsaken are on the warpath, looking to come save them. Looks like a Tzeentch bolt is coming and being forged in the sky. And boosh, straight down on the enemy general, doing some massive damage there, which you love to see. Furies are rippling and tearing to the sky junk. Looks like it's not long for this world. And we have 2 units of Blue Horrors, 1 unit of Blue Horrors, and 1 unit of Forsaken coming back into the main fight. Unfortunately, the Flamers do go down. There was no arrest for the Wicked there. The Soul Grinder is surrounded by Celestial Dragon Guard. Not the best place for it, but I've got a lot of mass, and I simply push through. I'm going to hunt down this Terracotta Sentinel where possible. Long Mars are dropping that base and bouncing up and down, bobbing their heads as the Soul Grinders continue to fight. Looks like half the unit is landed, the other half trying to land on the head of the Soul Grinder, perhaps yelling insults or pooping to really give him a bit of discouragement. The Might of Heaven and Earth has been popped down the Terracotta Sentinel, a buff I very rarely see. But he's doing some decent work here, and he's actually poking back the Soul Grinders effectively, but 2-1 is certainly not a fair fight, and particularly with some more magical trickery coming in down to below 1,000 HP on the Terracotta Sentinel. He's not looking at that healthy whatsoever. Soul Grinders are surrounded. Sky Junk looks like it's about to go down, and the Great Longmar's doing a decent job on this right-hand side. Lovely animation coming from the Soul Grinder. The Terracotta Sentinel pimp slaps with the backhand there. That Soul Grinder, who's not too happy about it, is going to breathe plasma into the face of the Terracotta, and it looks like he does go down with an explosion from the sky to match. That is certainly some beautiful stuff. Look at that for a shot. And the Soul Grinders now can move over to the Great Longmar Riders. Balance power is relatively even. We are going to finish off the Sky Junk. However, my general looks like he may well die here. We're going to kite backwards for as long as physically possible. We're kind of out of ammunition by this stage. And I just want to keep my lord alive as long as feasible, because I think I can win the ground game relatively comfortably here. There's 1 unit of Great Longmars here, which is a little bit scary, but we do indeed have a Soul Grinder. It seems like, oh, lovely animation there, but it seems like another Wall of Fire is going to come. This time we've kind of learned our lesson. We are dodging it with the majority of our Forsaken. This unit doing a bit more of a movie trope and running away from it rather than going left, but hey, whatever gets the job done. Some long-range Kobe's. Oh my god, massive burst damage onto the Dragonblight Lord there from the Soul Grinder, shooting down range. And the Soul Grinders are still relatively healthy here in the latter stages of the battle. Where is the second one here? Looks like both brothers are still alive. This one about just under half HP, the other one just over. More shots go down range. It looks like it's going to be enough to break the Dragon-Blooded Lord. I did wonder what was going to break first, her mind or her body, and it looks like her mind was shattered, which I don't blame her. It is Tzeentch, and their trickery is never ending and horrifying. Looks like one of the Blue Horrors did a bit of a football dive there to get out of the way of its duties of fighting. The Herald of Tzeentch does have the Opal Amulet currently popped on him, giving him 20% damage resistance. And it looks like some Furies are on the way to help support in this engagement. Hopefully just buy time for the Herald to escape. Blue Fire shot point blank range there in a shotgun style of play. Say hello to my little friend. And it is going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the little friend and Tzeentch. Very well played to my opponent there. It was a good, fun, juicy game. And the two brothers, though, were too strong, their bond, too powerful for Grand Cathay to shatter. 1.5k value on one, only 765 on the other, but it was really about the, they're still very healthy in the end, and they had a big impact on the battlefield. Very impressed with the double Celestial Dragon Guard. Pretty fun to see them in action, though their performance wasn't really matched, unfortunately, by their damage value. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a good fun one to play and cast. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a juicy thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment down below what you thought of the battle. But a ton of links in the description to Twitch, Patreon, and Discord. Twitch is where I occasionally do extra streams. Discord is where I accept replays, host events, and you can just chill out with a load of cool people. I think there's like over 800-900 people in there. It's real wild stuff. And Patreon's where you can support the channel financially and allow me to keep running it, basically. And thank you to all my patrons who do that already. They're the ones who, you know, really help keep the channel alive and kicking. So until next time, guys, peace, peace. And as always, stay awesome.